Hello and thank you for being here to watch this video. I had no idea when I got up this morning I was going to do this. So I just thought, right, I'm just going to get chanting, set up the video, leave it just playing and chant so that when I finish my chanting, I could just go straight into doing the video to see whether Spirit wanted me to talk about like the death of the old because of what we're all going through. So I just put it rolling, and I had absolutely no idea that I was going to channel the beings from Middle Earth. I've spoken to them very briefly once before. They came to me once before. So when I was doing this and we were talking, and then I felt them there, and I thought, I know they want me to bring them forwards. So anyway, without further ado, let me let you watch the channeling of Middle Earth. I'll probably put a little bit of showing you the stillness that you can create through. I haven't cut it all together yet, but I will show you a little bit of the stillness that you can create and feel and find if you give yourself time. All right, enjoy. Om Prachodaya. Welcome, beautiful souls. You're joining me after I've been chanting for 25 minutes. And I wanted to share with you the stillness that you obtain through allowing the voice to take you where it needs to take you. Now I've spared you the chanting because I was chanting to use different tones within my voice to see where in my chakras we needed to use the tonal pitches to release stuck energy. And it was really interesting feeling the emotions trying to come in while I was chanting. The emotions being what was being released. And so I think I wanted to just come on today and share with you all a few tools that I have in my toolkit, my spiritual toolkit, to help you to see that we're letting go of the old us. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid if you feel like there's chaos all around. Try not to allow yourself to look out into the world at all the chaos. For right at the beginning there was chaos. Before our universe was born, there was chaos. Just look at the Greek myths. Chaos is where it all started, where it all began. We've had some amazing alignments of planets. We've had some amazing space weather. We've had 3i Atlas. And their accompanying energies. think we've now got Neptune just gone into Aries. I'm not an astrologer. I don't understand astrology, but I do check in now and then with Pam Gregory. She's somebody that I would absolutely trust. She's got a most beautiful vibration, and I've been watching her since about 2020, I think. So I would recommend just having a look at her YouTube channel, Pam Gregory Astrology. So that's how I know about, I hope I'm quoting that right, Neptune going into Aries. We've got unprecedented things happening in our galaxy that's never happened in any of our lifetimes. And I've been a bit silent with my videos. I haven't been doing them because I've been allowing the death of the old. And sit within your own silence to find how your higher self talks to you. So my higher self has very much always talked to me through my physical body, which was why growing up I always had so much ill health and never understood it. So all of my emotions I stored, and where I've been going within, and there's been the death of the old, I could quite easily have, if I'd listened to the emotion and the fear, I could have convinced myself that health-wise there were lots of dramatic things going on in the last year or so. So be aware how your higher self talks to you. Like I say, mine talks to me through my body. So when your physical tips out of balance, it's to ask your higher self, what are you trying to tell me? And to listen. You need to create silence. You need to create silence and stillness for yourself to hear what your soul's guidance is. And keep reminding yourself that your emotions and your feelings are not the truth. That's your human self. Your soul, your higher knowing, is within your heart space. And the more that you can allow yourself to be grounded into your earth star chakra, which is just below the feet, about 6 inches below the feet, really work with being grounded, being in the here and now. Bare feet. Walking in with bare feet on the grass is just a wonderful way of grounding. You can rub your hands together, you can drink a glass of water. I mean, there's lots of grounding, different grounding sheets and things I know that lots of people are using. I do have one on my bed, and I found that was really great, stopped all the static build up that I had. Even though I do a grounding meditation every day, that's what I start with. I use grounding crystals. But I think because if we get stuck in feeling like life is chaotic and we start allowing ourselves to thrash about like a fish out of water, that's when we become ungrounded. So ground into your earth star chakra, then drop back into your heart space to be able to find that stillness, to be able to hear with clarity your soul's guidance. There's no better guidance than your soul's guidance. I tell people this. I know I do readings day in, day out, but I tell everybody, trust in your own knowing, your own guidance. We've all got all of those senses, and there's more new senses coming online. This is what the master within me's been telling me, and it's what the Arcturians have been telling me. Right now, I believe that with all of the sunspots, things that have been going on in outer space outside of us, is bringing in these codes for us to absorb, for it to make a difference within us. So people keep asking me, what can we do? What can we do? go within, find that stillness, find that silence. Now, before I came to talk to you today, I just couldn't find that stillness. You know, the last week I had lots going on, lots of illness, and then I burnt my hand very badly. So I know that it's all resistance against the death of the old. So because I listened to myself, I understood what was going on. It's like, okay, I'm trying to emotionally, the human part of me is trying to stop me from rising up to accept and admit and know who I am on a spiritual level. And this is happening with a lot of us right now. So I've been affirming, I let go of all resistance connected to the death of the old, and I'm just letting the old patterns die away. And for some of you, it really might feel like you're having a death. I know for the last couple of weeks, this has been going on for me, especially feeling like I've been being pushed through a drinking straw, and it's sort of started off bigger at one end and got smaller and smaller and smaller. And the only way that you can pop out the end is if you let go of all of the old. Hence why I know that I had neuralgia. Like, don't know how that was just, which then resulted in having an emergency tooth extraction, and then, like I said, burnt my hand. So when it was all happening, I broke old patterns. I didn't allow myself to be fearful. I broke those old patterns. So I always used to go to anger when there was anything wrong with my body, because I would feel like I was being a failure if I couldn't continue on. I felt angry at my body for letting me down. So ultimately, I've realised that it was those feelings within inside me that I felt like I was letting me down. So how I broke that pattern was I just was very kind to myself. I held myself. I just kept telling myself repeatedly, it's okay, I'm here with you, I've got you, I'm holding your hand. So it's to look at any patterns that you've got that you're letting go of, anything that you can feel, anywhere where it feels like there's a bit of chaos in your life, that'll be an old pattern that's coming to the surface. I've got a robin that keeps visiting me, and sits in the hedge outside this window, and they've just started to sing. They were visiting me. They started visiting me when I knew that I needed to break this pattern. I knew that I needed to trust in who I am and to embrace the priestess within me. That's basically what I knew. And it was, I suppose, mid-December that the robin came and kept telling me that they were with me, and they were with me up until about a couple of weeks ago. And so for the last couple of weeks, like I said, with the ill health and everything, I've been in allowing the death of the old, and the robin wasn't here. This morning, I've been given space. A couple of people that were supposed to be coming for a reading have just not turned up and ignored my calls, and I just thought, okay, this is being given to me as space to try to recenter myself, to get grounded. I thought, I think I'm supposed to be sharing this journey with you all, just to show you that don't be afraid of the chaos. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong if you've got things resurfacing. You're not. It's like they are coming to the surface to be released for good, for once and all. And so I broke old patterns with that as well. Once I'd telephoned a couple of times and they quite obviously weren't going to answer me, and I already had a knowing first thing this morning that they weren't going to show up. So Spirit already tells me, so I know I should trust in myself more. but I just, the old me would have felt very much like I would have taken it personally. I would have taken it personally and felt like it was something that I was doing wrong. Why haven't they come? But I didn't. I said, thank you. Thank you for this space. Thank you for the space that's been given to me to be able to do a little bit more recentering, because I'm, like I said, coming back, and it's very difficult to work for spirit when you are in the depths of this feeling like it's the death of the old. So I thought, yes, I need to come and share this with you all, because I just want, don't be afraid of the word death. Just don't, because there's no such thing. And for a long time, the master within me has always recognized, and I've always recognized, there's no such thing as death. There's so the physical body, yes, that will die and go back to dust. But the moment we leave the physical body and we go back to spirit, we arrive born again. Just like we arrive here, we have a birthday. And so we have a birthday in spirit just as much as we have a birthday here on the earth plane. So don't be afraid of death. Just embrace it. Watch your patterns. Watch what you've got coming up right now, and talk to yourself. Go within your heart. Just observe yourself. See what those patterns are. Ask yourself, how do you want to deal with them? How is it making you feel? Telling yourself, I'm not my emotions. And then find what the emotion is that's stuck, and then affirm the opposite, and keep affirming the opposite whilst being very kind to yourself. So this morning, when I was finding it very hard to stay grounded, my thoughts kept coming in. Now, the old me would have got really angry about it, because I have had a lot of anger issues. Anger is, it's been, anger was one of those things that I know that I came into this life to I suppose, to conquer, to embrace, and to learn to dissolve. That's the word that's just been given to me. That makes me feel really emotional, actually, that I'm dissolving anger. And that's beautiful, because I'm just being told, I've just been told that I'm nearly out the end of that straw. So for somebody that actually so for me, I used anger for strength. And I've had a lot of times in my life where it's been just like anybody, just like any of you, we've all had trauma, and I had trauma that was repeated trauma, which goes through many layers when it's a repeated trauma. So because I couldn't understand the situation that I was in, and there was this repeated trauma all the time, I didn't know how to stop it. I couldn't stop it. It wasn't for me to stop. But I went to anger. I went to anger to give me the strength. So when I recognized, this was years ago now, that I recognized that, I use anger for strength, and I need to let go of that. When I realized that anger was one of my lessons, I can remember thinking, I don't know how to do life without being angry, because anger is what gives me my strength. So I had to work really hard on finding another way to find a strength, and that was to get more into my feminine side, I suppose, because there was lots of masculine. Anyway, this has turned into talking about me. This is not what it was meant to be. I wanted to come on just to say to you, keep dropping into your heart space, keep dropping down into your Earth Star chakra to keep yourself grounded. Observe your behaviors, observe your emotions, observe your feelings, then be kind to yourself with those feelings. See where those feelings take you. If they take you down a rabbit hole, it's to just be kind, to notice, to go, come back at every step of the way. Don't berate yourself. So many of us berate ourselves, and so many of us talk to ourselves in a way we would never talk to friends or loved ones. So just observe and love yourself. Tell yourself every day, I love myself. I love who I am. start your day looking in the mirror. I love you. I love you. It's so important, because when you can understand and remember that you are love, I am love, we are all part of that same love, which is the consciousness of whole, which is God, if you like, but the consciousness that is whole. And it's got so out of balance that we need this chaos to rebalance it again. We are recalibrating, and we are coming to be given these codes to recalibrate. And so anything that is not of the right vibration, that's why it feels like we're being shaken, because it's like being pushed through that sieve, everything's sieved out, or pushed through that straw. Anything that no longer serves you or serves the greater consciousness cannot come into this new vibration. I know lots of people keep asking me about what is this new earth. So I have sat with this, and I've asked my guides, and I've been connecting for the very first time with beings from Middle Earth. For the very first time, I've connected with a unicorn. For the very first time as my life as Rachel, obviously. So I know lots of people have been asking me about New Earth. What is this New Earth? And I know that there's been lots of fear put out there with people that well-meaning people that have said that there'll be this division, and there'll be those of us that live in New Earth and those of us who live in the old Earth. I don't see it as a split and a divide. I think that lots of people right now are deciding whether to reside on Earth still. So I think there may be lots of people that do want to leave the Earth plane, that they've learned what they came here to learn. And it does feel like there's, I don't know why, but it just feels like there's a lot of younger people that are deciding not to stay on Earth right now. I don't know what that's about. I have been asking Spirit about that. Okay, so I'm being told that, right, okay, I think we're going to do some channeling. Right. Just take a moment just to settle myself down, because I haven't spoken to these beings more than once, actually. There's a collective, I feel there's a collective of them who are coming with much love in their hearts right now. I feel that they're saying me and my community. So those of you watching, I feel they are bringing gifts of crystals. I'm just going to allow them to come forwards. Greetings, O kind ones. We bring love from Mother Earth. We bring energy from Mother Earth. For we reside within the earth. Maybe many of you would think of it as Middle Earth. For there are many layers to your beautiful Gaia. Many layers of different energies. There is beautiful space within your forgiving mother, for she is so forgiving. And the message that we bring from Gaia, from your Mother Earth, is that she forgives you all for how you have raped and pillaged and disrespected and thought that you could take whatever you wanted. For she is healing now, and she forgives you. For she sees how you are coming to the realization that the more that you take, the more that you hurt yourselves. She is bringing balance back to the surface. She brings much water to bring balance back to the surface. There are areas of her that need to be washed, that need to be cleansed, that need to be destroyed, to be built again. Try not to be afraid of this, for she is trying to keep human destruction at a minimum. She also brings fire. She is cleansing areas of surface earth with fire. But you will begin to see the beauty of how fire can be used this year. We bring new, innovative ideas, for you will be using energy differently by the time you are in 2027. There will be new energies upon the earth. You will no longer be enslaved to those who think they own the energy. Nobody can own energy, for the energy is changing. The energy is rising. No more can the density of the energy that those have been owning, can that live. It is dying a death of its own. Your energy will be a gift from Gaia. We ask you all to embrace rose quartz. Rose quartz has an energy of her own. She is everywhere upon your earth. She has the highest vibration that we can bring in the crystal world. Unconditional love. Authenticity. She would never ask of you anything that she would not give herself. She urges you to embrace her, this beautiful rose quartz energy. She brings you lapis lazuli, sodalite, angelite, blue lace agate. And she asks you to work with these crystals to help you to find your authentic voice. For until you start to speak your truth at all times, we cannot see New Earth. See the beauty of your heart space. Allow yourself every day to take a moment to take a deep breath into your heart space. And feel the love that is there within. For that is where you should live life, from your heart. You cannot make changes with your head. You can only make changes with your heart. We made the decision to go within your beautiful Gaia when humankind lost their way, when they began to believe that man was powerful. If they allow their heads to guide them. There are many of us, many different races, who live within the earth. We are beginning to walk among you. Some of you have seen us in your forests. There is no need to fear, for we have nothing but love for the human race. We are very proud of all the changes you are making. Remember what we have said. Allow your authentic voice to be heard, no matter how that makes you feel. You cannot be held responsible for how anyone else feels, no matter your words. If it's the truth that is spoken, you cannot hurt another, only bruise their ego. When you all begin to embrace and understand this, you will all be able to speak authentically. You cannot hurt another when you speak from the heart, for there is only love within your heart. Thank you for giving me a voice here today. I am very excited to see how so many of you are flying high. You are flying high with this new vibration. You are allowing yourself to allow the death of the old. This is the first time I have spoken to or through Rachel, for she has been believing in unicorns deeply for the last year, and I feel she will be as surprised as you that I am here, and she can hear me right now. I feel like I am bringing the beauty of the nature spirits. I feel like I am bringing the beauty and the healing vibration of the forests. I urge you to plant trees. I urge you to allow your gardens to overgrow. I urge you to love the birds. I urge you to be aware of nature and what it can give you. We love you, but we need some help. We need help from the human race, and you are all beginning to recognize this, and we are so excited. I do feel I fly among you every day, and there are more and more and more of you seeing me at your drinking holes. You are seeing me in the forest. You are seeing me in the trees. You are seeing me in your mind's eye. You are seeing me in your hearts. I am so excited to tell you that unicorns come among you once more. Believe in unicorns. Teach your children that we are here. I feel that there is such high vibrational love within so many human beings right now. You are all beginning to allow yourselves to believe in who you are. And I am walking among you with my brother, the fire horse. I feel we fly together. We bring the energy of the phoenix, and your earth is rising up out of the ashes. Do not be afraid to let the death of the old go, my children. Allow the death of the old. We are here bringing energy healing to Rachel right now. Do not worry, she is fine. Do not fear for her. She is cleansing and releasing. She is working through a block of fear of allowing this to happen. She has known since she was born into this lifetime that she can channel many, many, many high vibrational beings. She is allowing that to release. She allows that energy to go. She is just letting go of the fear as we are channeling her. We are very proud of her, and we needed to give her this space for her to believe that she can do this. We will ask her to make sure that she puts this video out for you all to see. She is fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. I just center myself. Hang on a sec. I just center myself. Just recenter myself. So, the energy that I am bringing, the energy of the unicorn, I feel, embrace them in your daily life. For we are here, for we walk among you. We have the same vibration as rose quartz. Okay, I'm going to allow them to step back because I know I probably need to sort out my makeup. So I'm just going to leave the love of the beings of Middle Earth with you as I just allow myself to come back and center. Allow myself to come back and center. I had no idea that any of that was going to happen. Absolutely no idea. And the unicorn is right. I have been breaking this fear, which was what I was probably trying to talk about earlier. I've been breaking this fear of believing who I am. So they were saying about talking authentically. I know I'm a high priestess, and it's been very uncomfortable. Energies, so allowing myself to believe and know in that. So I know that I am going to put this video out. I am a high priestess. I'm a high priestess in more than one lifetime. So I know that I'm a high priestess in ancient Britain. I know I'm a high priestess in Egypt. And I know I'm a high priestess in Atlantis. And I am in the teachings under a high priestess in Lemuria. There are other things that I'm aware of right now, which is my life on Sirius, and that's connected to Lemuria. And there are lots and lots of you right now who are remembering just how I'm remembering. So I am remembering, I do know I am a high priestess. But the fear of admitting that, the fear of where am I going next with life, with the healing work that I'm doing, it's human nature to try to look ahead. So on a daily basis, I'm saying to myself, none of that matters. All you need to do is know and believe in your heart space. You're a high priestess. That's what I'm doing next. So the more I can surrender into allowing the teachings of the high priestess within me, then I know that the more that my life external of my heart space, external of my high priestess, as my lifetime as Rachel, I know the more that I can surrender to this and allow the teachings, allow myself to be that high priestess, then I know that it'll fall into place outside of me. So hopefully I can piece this video together so it makes some sense to you all, because I had no idea that this was going to happen today. But the teachings that I want to bring to you is believe in who you are, speak authentically, allow that person within you. So from this day, from this moment forwards, see how the fear stopped me then? From this moment forwards, I believe and know and will tell people I am a high priestess. How that's going to look outside of my heart right now and a physical as Rachel Rendell, I have no idea. I have no idea. But it doesn't matter. It matters that I've allowed that block. I've allowed that block to dissolve by allowing the unicorn in. Now, the little people from Middle Earth that were talking to you, they were beautiful. Beautiful. There was one in particular. They were very, very timid, and they looked like little brown bears. That's the only way I can describe them. Like little brown bears, but with almost like a not human, more sort of the shape and face of a human. I tell you, they make me think of Ewoks in Star Wars. That's what they look like. Little Ewoks. Anyway, believe in yourself. Speak authentically. I thought that was really beautiful, what they said about you cannot hurt another when you are speaking a truth, because there is only love when you speak a truth. Now, what they meant by that was that when you speak authentically, sometimes it feels hurtful to tell a truth about somebody, especially to their face. But it's like a gift. When we tell somebody truthfully, but through love, that their behavior in a certain way is not acceptable and it's not right, they won't want to hear it, and you'll think you're hurting them. You'll be only hurting their pride and their humanness, but you'll be giving them a gift on a spiritual level, because you'll be giving them awareness. And probably they already know. Yeah, they would already know. If they're reacting, then they already know. Because the reaction is like resistance. That's the old pattern. It's old triggers. And when we react, I think it's because we have that resistance. So it's there, and we recognize it. We know it. So if somebody gets defensive when you speak a truth, it's because you're giving them the gift to break that old destructive emotional pattern. I hope that makes sense. That's what it is. So when somebody is reactive to you speaking a truth, just know that you've given them that gift, and respond in that way. You know, that just see that I've given you a spiritual gift. I've shown you the destructive emotion and the destructive pattern. So it's a gift given to you to work on, to let go of it, to heal it. Okay, right. I feel a little bit shell-shocked right now, actually, that beings from Middle Earth that I've only connected with once before decided to come and just to come and channel through me today. And I feel like this is the start. This is the start of something I can feel they want to do regularly. I can't wait to talk to or to channel the energy of the unicorn again. My goodness me, they've got real. So they have the vibration of air. Okay, so they are the air vibration, whereas the little bears of Middle Earth, they very much had earth energy, whereas the unicorn, they're certainly air. You know, they were flying. They were flying, and I could see that the unicorn and the fire horse. Of course, we are the Chinese New Year, isn't it? The year of the horse, and it's the year of the fire horse, which only comes around every 60 years. And I think that's about the 17th of February, I think it is. So allow the energy of the fire horse in. So work with fire, work with air, let go of the. So I just feel like all of the elements are there. That there's the fire and the air, which feels like that's new energies coming in. The fire and the air, embrace it, and it's just that it feels like the water and the earth. It's like they're there, but they're taking a backstage a bit. I don't really know what that means, but I can feel that the water and the air, the water, it feels really, the water and the earth, it feels like they're coming back into a better balance. The water feels really important, because I feel like the water's giving us so many messages right now. So it's the importance of the water that you drink. I feel, listen to your inner guidance, your knowing, because I'm pretty sure that everybody's souls right now are telling them to be more aware of the water that they're drinking. Okay, so just be aware of water. This is going to go into a rambling if I don't stop here. So thank you for watching. And I love you all. And if you have any questions for any of the beings from Middle Earth, this feels so exciting where it's going forward. So if you've got any questions, please do send me questions, because I don't really know what to ask them right now, and I can feel that they're so excited that I've channeled them. It feels like this is where they want me to put my energies right now, is into giving space in my daily life, giving space for them to come and talk. Okay, so any questions, please give them to me, and then I'll work my way through any questions that you have for them, because this feels so exciting. All right, love and light.